Warning! This is my opinion, this is not my game, and this is not my footage. All people who are in my footage have a link in the description. Five Nights Before Freddy's. One of the few FNAF fan games I would truly call underrated, and is one of my favorites at that. Firstly, gameplay. The gameplay in this game would firstly seem like it'd just be FNAF 1 with a few tweaks. No. Firstly, there aren't any doors, so you're definitely gonna die, but somehow you don't. Because you have a panel where you can turn off the building's power to let Bonnie or Chica walk by when they're at their door. Which is terrifying, by the way. And the most stupid character to deal with is Freddy, though. Freddy is a doozy. Freddy will laugh occasionally, and you'll have to figure out how many laughs he needs to do in order to reach you in the office. With every laugh, Freddy will go one room closer to you. And he goes in a set pattern. Usually 4 or 5 laughs until he reaches your room. But that's not even the worst part, since when Freddy gets into your office, he appears right in front of you all of a sudden, scaring all your innards out of you. Actually, don't imagine that. But there's also Foxy, who works basically just like how he does in FNAF 1. But when he leaves his room, you're dead. Straight up, you can't even stop him. But we're still not done, since there's also a secret night 8 where you only fend off of Golden Freddy. There really isn't a good way to fend off from her, since when she's at your doors, you will randomize your power. So the night can take 10 minutes or 50. Thankfully for me, it only took 4 tries, but I can tell if someone had a really tough time. Overall, while the gameplay in this game isn't my favorite part of it, I still really enjoy it, and like it for not taking the easy route and making it just a clone of FNAF 1. So I'd give the gameplay a 9 out of 10. Secondly, the story. Like the game and characters suggest, the story occurs before FNAF 1. Well, more in-depthly, the nights come before the animatronics are shipped to the FNAF 1 location, and Night 8 is when all the animatronics have been shipped besides Golden Freddy. I've said it once and I'll say it again. The small but interesting stories are my favorite, and this game is definitely not an exception. So I'll give the story a green, rotten, slimy 8 out of 10. Thirdly, the fear factor. It's been a while since I talked about the fear factor in a game, so let's do it for a special occasion. As in, let's use it for an actually terrifying game. This is one of the few fan games where I think the horror holds a pretty good candle to the original games. A big example is when Bonnie and Chica walk through your office. The fact that you can only see their silhouettes and how they move is pretty spooky. And obviously Freddy just appearing right in front of you is also terrifying. And I also think the jump scares are also pretty scary. After you get a jump scared, your screen turns red and bloody, which I think is a nice addition. There isn't much more to say for the horror in this game besides just pretty good and scary. So I guess I'd give the horror a 9 out of 10. Overall, I really like this game. Like I said, I think this game, at least on a horror perspective, is one of the best FNAF fan games I've played. And overall, I just had a lot of fun with this game. At least more than other FNAF fan games. So in the deepest, darkest part of my heart, I can say that this game deserves a 10 out of 10.